Now we'll move on to the next topic, Unit 1, Supplementary 1. The title of the lesson is God Sees the Truth But Waits. This was written by Leo Tolstoy, a very famous Russian writer. He was born in the year 1828 and died in the year 1910. He is known for his two famous novels, The War and Peace and Anna Karenina. Apart from this, he has written trilogy, which is based on his experience in the Crimean War. He is not only known for his novels and semi-autobiographies, but also he has written several novellas and short stories and philosophical essays. Before going to the main content of the lesson, let us discuss about the theme as well as major characters. The main theme the writer wants to stress through this lesson is forgiveness is the best form of revenge. And some of the major characters we'll come across. The character one is Ivan Mitrich Aksionov. He is a protagonist, that is hero of the story. And there is another reference about a character, Makar Simeonik. And we come across Aksionov's wife and his children. And there is reference about Tsar. Tsar is the emperors who ruled Russia before 1917 are called Tsar. And there is reference about some places called Vladimir, Nizhny Fair, Ryazan and Siberia. And we come across a famous book name also, The Lives of the Saints. Let us move on to the main content of the lesson. In the town of Vladimir lived a young merchant named Ivan Mitrich Aksionov. He had two shops and a house of his own. So Aksionov, he lives in the town called Vladimir, and he has two shops and a house of his own. Aksionov was a handsome, fair-haired, curly-headed fellow, full of fun and very fond of singing. So here the writer describes about the outward appearance. Your first paragraph is about his wealth. And this paragraph, we were able to see his character as well as his outward appearance. He is a handsome fellow. His hair is gold in color and it is full of curls, surutamudi. And he normally loves fun and he is very fond of. He likes to sing often. When quite a young man, he had been given to drink. சின்ன வயசுல என்ன பண்ணுவாரு, அடிக்கடி குடிச்சிட்டே இருப்பாரு. And was a riotous when he had too much. When he happened to drink too much, he became unruly. Riotous means unruly behavior. But after he married, he gave up drinking except now and then. So once he got married, he completely stopped drinking, and once in a while he used to have a drink. One summer, Aksionov was going to Nizhny Fair, and as he bade goodbye to his family, his wife said to him, Ivan Mitrich, don't start today. I have had a bad dream about you. So he is a merchant basically. He used to sell his products in the nearby fair. So he decided to go to Nizhny Fair one summer day, and he said goodbye to his family. But his wife stopped him, telling that since she had a very bad dream, he need not start his journey on that particular day. Aksionov laughed and said, you are afraid that when I get to the fair, I shall go on a spree. So already there is a reference that once in a while he used to have a drink, and if he drinks too much, he used to be very unruly. So Aksionov laughed at his wife and said that you are afraid because if I go to the fair, I will become spree. Spree means I will behave in an unrestricted way. His wife replied, I do not know what I am afraid of. All I know is that I had a bad dream. I dreamt you returned from the town, and when you took off your cap, I saw that your hair was quite grey. But the wife replied that I am not very sure that I am afraid of what, but I had a dream. In that dream, I dreamt that when you are back from that fair, when you remove the cap, I could see all your hair turned out to be கிரே. நீங்கள் அங்கே ஃபேர்லேருந்து வந்து உங்கள் கேப்பை ரிமூவ் பண்ணப்போ உங்கள் முடியெல்லாம் நரைச்சி போயிருந்த மாதிரி எனக்கு கனவு வந்துச்சு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி யார் பயப்படுறா, அக்ஷியோனோஸோட ஒய்ஃபு பயப்படுறாங்க. Aksionov laughed. That is a lucky sign, said he. See if I don't sell out all my goods and bring you some presents from the fair. So Aksionov சிரிச்சிட்டு என்ன சொல்கிறாரு, it is a lucky sign. இது அது அதிர்ஷ்டம்தான். அதனால் I'll be going to the stall fair and I'll be selling all the products and I'll get you the present அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு என்ன பண்ணுறாரு, he continues his journey. When he had travelled half a way, he met a merchant whom he knew, and they put up at the same inn for that night. They had some tea together and then went to the bed in adjoining rooms. ஸோ ஆன் ஹிஸ் வே ஆஃப் வே ட்ராவல் பண்ணியிருப்பார். டிஸ்னி ஃபேருக்கு போகிறதுல பாதி தூரம் ட்ராவல் பண்ணி போன பிறகு ஹி ஹேப்பன் டு மீட் ஹிஸ் merchant, one of his friend on his way, and both of them stayed in a same hotel. Same inn means a staying place, hotel, and they had tea together and they went to bed in the adjacent room. It was not Aksiono's habit to sleep late, and wishing to travel while it was still cool, he aroused his driver before dawn and told him to put in the horses. So Aksiono normally has a habit of going to bed early. Since he just want to start his journey when it was really cool, he went to bed little bit early that day too. And he aroused his driver before it was dawn and asked him to put the horses to start his journey. So what we saw in this part, first paragraph, the writer wants to stress about how wealthy Aksiono is by saying that he has a 2 shops of his own and a house. And then he says that he looks very handsome and he is a fun loving and he's very fond of singing, and moreover he has a habit of drinking, and when he drinks too much he becomes very unruly. And one summer day he decided to go to the Disney fair, but his wife stops him saying that she had a very bad dream. But Aksiono replies that she is afraid because if he goes to the fair he may behave very unruly way. But his wife says that I am not afraid of anything, but I had a bad dream. Enna dream abdina, when you remove the cap I saw that all your hair turned to be grey when you are back from Disney fair. But Aksiono take it in a light sense, and she said that it is a good sign. Surely I'll be selling all the products and I'll get you a present, and moves on with this journey as per his decision. On his way he meets one of his friend merchant, and they had tea together and stayed in the same inn. And Aksiono normally has a habit of sleeping earlier and getting up earlier. Since he just want to start the journey when the climate was cool, he went to bed earlier. As per his plan, he raised his driver and they started his journey little bit earlier, before it was dawn, before the sunrise. Then he made his way across to the landlord of the inn, paid his bill and continued his journey. So once Aksiono decided to continue his journey before sunrise, he went to the owner of the inn and settled his bill and continued his journey. When he had gone about 25 miles, he stepped for the horses to be fed. Aksiono rested a while in the passage of the inn. Then he stepped out into the porch and, ordering somewhat to be heated, got out his guitar and began to play. Once Aksiono crosses nearly 25 miles, he just want to feed his horse, so he stopped a while. In the meantime, even he just want to take a rest, so he get into the porch of a inn. Porch means a portico, and he ordered samovar to be heated. Samovar, you can see the image beside. It is a decorative teapot made of metal. Normally Russian people use this kind of teapot. So he ordered that samovar to be heated, and then he took his guitar out and started playing it. And we already had a reference that he is fond of singing. Suddenly a troika drew up with the tinkling bells and an official elected, followed by 2 soldiers. So suddenly Aksiono was able to see a troika. Troika is a cart which is driven by 3 horses. The image also given beside for our reference. So an official coming out of that troika, and elected means coming out, along with 2 soldiers. He came to Aksiono and began to question him, asking him who he was and whence he came. So an official started asking so many questions to Aksiono. He asked who he was. Whence means from which place he has come. Aksiono answered him fully and said, won't you have some tea with me? So Aksiono answered him genuinely, and he asked him whether he would like to have tea with him. But the official went on cross-questioning him and asking him, where did you spend last night? Were you alone or with fellow merchant? Did you see the other merchant this morning? Why did you leave the inn before at dawn. But the official continuously started cross-questioning Aksionov. He asked from where did he spend the last night, and whether he was alone or with any other merchants. Did he see that merchant that particular morning, and why did he leave the inn before sunrise?